Question number 4. And it says, what's the difference between the ego and the true self? What is the difference between the ego and the true self? That means, what is the difference between I and what you're talking about as the absolute reality? Um, so the I, like we spoke in the question before this, was a thought in the mind that identifies with this body, this thoughts and the feelings that are within this piece of life. And what is the absolute reality? It is that which underlies all your feelings, all your thoughts, and all your actions. That means your thoughts and your feelings and your actions arise within that awareness. You can call it awareness, consciousness, nothingness, emptiness, Brahman. Use whichever word that you want as long as that word is not pointing to an object. So, consciousness is not a thing, awareness is not a thing, Brahman is not a thing, nothing is not a thing. So, whichever word you use, just make sure that there is no thought about that thing. So, you can't think of nothing. You can just become aware of nothing in the mind. So, whichever word works for you, I found that different people resonate with different words. For someone, nothingness might work better than consciousness. For somebody, awareness will work better than emptiness. So, find out which one resonates with you. When you speak the word, your mind goes blank. There is no thought in the mind, there is no thing to think about. Now, that is the underlying reality. That is the true self that we are talking about. The difference between the ego and the true self, here they are. The ego thinks I am this. So, if I am this, I am not anything else. I am limited. What am I limited as? As this person. So, I am limited in this body as an object, and I am limited in my thoughts, as in I don't know everything that's going on around in the universe, and I am also limited in time and space. This was born at a particular time, it will die at a particular time, so it's limited in space. It is limited in, sorry, it's limited in time. Now it's limited in space as well, because it occupies only this much space. Wherever it goes, it occupies that much space. It doesn't occupy the entire universe. So the ego makes this limited in time, space, and objects. So this is an object that is limited in time and space. That's what the ego does. And because it feels that this is I, everything else is not I. So it looks and perceives everything in the same way, that the mic is not the window, the table is not the chair, and the computer is not the wall. So everything is limited in time, space, and object. What about the true self? Now you go into, I always say that the truth is simple: stay as the silence. So if you go into silence, or you go into consciousness, you go into awareness, unlimited in time, eternal. There is no time awareness starts, begins, or will end. There is no space, no where that consciousness or awareness is not. And there is no thing in the universe that is apart from consciousness and awareness. And you get to experience all these things in little guided meditations that I sometimes do. They are there in the end of my books. I think my I Am Consciousness series, it's at the end of it, the sixth part. I have a guided meditation. Otherwise, my other videos do have that. Awareness, consciousness, nothingness, emptiness, what you want to call it, does not matter, is not limited. It is infinite. That's what we actually mean when we say the word infinite, which means it is not limited. It is not finite. In what is it not finite? It is not finite in time, in space, and as an object. So it is everywhere, every time, and everything, and yet none of them. Yeah, that's non-duality, and it may sound paradoxical, but if I told you, if we take the water and the wave and the ocean example, if I told you that the waves are things, objects that are in the ocean, just like we have things in the universe, we have waves on the ocean surface. Now, we might think that the universe is real. And from the waves' point of view, the ocean is real. Because the ocean, from the waves' point of view, looks like infinite. I can't find the edge of this ocean. It's so vast. I was born as a wave. I am now a wave, and I'm going to die soon. I'm limited in time, space, and as this particular wave. I'm not even the other wave that's next to me. So I am limited. But the ocean seems infinite. Now, if I told you there is something that is in and through every wave, every time, everywhere, and every wave at the same time, and yet none of them, that is water. Water is not a wave, water is not the ocean. Yet the ocean and water, sorry, the ocean and the waves, all the waves are nothing but water. So your true self is absolutely infinite in any and every way. That's the true self. And the ego, limited in this object, born, will die, here and not there. Limited in time, space, and object identity.